shit. Welcome to the show. It's Talking Hogs, the only podcast available in all states nationwide. It's
Run by Pornhub.
Unlike Pornhub, banned by the government.
Take that, Texas.
Banned. What else are they going to ban? What's next?
Porn schlub.
Yeah. Dude's too lazy to jerk off.
Yep.
You know we're banning gender.
Cornhub.
Yeah. No. Oh, well, we've talked about Cornhub before.
Right, they're banning that.
I think they're going to ban sex that doesn't, like, ban non-procreative sex. You can only fuck to make a baby.
Right, and it better happen every time.
Right. Every time.
Every time.
Yeah, it's either... You better sink. You have to sink the battleship. You know, we're all about FCPs here at the show. If you know what I mean by that, then you know. Daniel, fill me in. What's an FCP?
An FCP is a fried croquette.
Don't go back to
obstetrician position.
Correct.
I tried.
Well, anyways, that's the show. How's everybody doing this week?
Great.
Episode number 2. Let's act like we've never talked before.
Oh yeah, we've never spoke. We're doing good.
I'm getting there. I'm finishing up my bowl here.
God tried to kill me, and I said, nay. Nay.
Really?
I guess. I mean, he tries every morning, and I spite him by surviving.
By living another day.
Yeah, I spit in his face first thing.
How was birthday stuff?
Good. Had a great time. Got everything pulled off without a hitch. Party was excellent. All things considered, all things went well.
Very
Chocolate chip, cookie dough, blizzard, birthday cake.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was it?
Fun.
Decadent.
Yeah.
Still
Man, I
some of
never
it
even
left.
tried it.
Well, good news. There's still some left. I thought 8 inches of cake will get eaten. It will not.
8 inches of cake?
In diameter.
Thank you
or in radius.
You want leftover noodle?
Oh, would you boys like my scraps? Why, yes, my.
I told you I had gas station chicken before I came in here, dude. I'm trying to watch my weight.
Yeah, man.
That's a great dish for it.
The gas station chicken is a great diet plan.
That's turkey in there, brother. And the pasta, that's whole grain.
Yeah,
Cabbage is great for cleaning you out.
I love a good cabbage. You know, cabbage I think is underutilized as a thing.
Nah, maybe in this country.
Oh yeah, everywhere else. Please, just more water, more cabbage.
We've replaced cabbage with 2 fried chicken breast patties.
Oh hell yeah! Woo. All right, so Jessica's birthday went pretty well. We had a good time.
Yeah.
Soaky Mountain.
Yeah, how was the Soaky Mountain this
So here we are, driving to Sevierville, Tennessee, which is where the resort was located. The Wilderness at the Smokies Resort, all cool things had place where there's a water park on the inside of it. Blah blah blah.
I don't know how to park one too.
Oh, we'll get there, dude. I have a game around it.
Just finish your lunch.
Yeah, fucking shit, dude. Clock back in. So
I'm gonna need you to clock back in real quick.
Driving through, you go through Knoxville to get to Sevierville if you're not going to the off-road way to get there. I haven't been through Knoxville in a while, and, I enjoy the state of Tennessee, but Knoxville as a capital, it can do better.
Are you kidding me? It's the home of the illustrious Wig Sphere.
What?
The Wig Sphere!
What's that?
Oh my
Is
God.
it the big golden globe?
Yes, the Wig Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands upon thousands of unsold wigs inside of the 1982 World's Fair Sun Sphere now contains nothing but unsold wigs.
And knocked down.
It was knocked down in 1996 by Bart and crew.
Wait.
The Wig Sphere.
Is that real?
Bart on the road where he gets the fake ID and they go to Knoxville because they think it's the side of the World's Fair because they're in spring break with the AAA guidebooks from 1982.
Oh.
And they get there and they're like, we're here to see the wad fur, and it's all fucked up. They're like, is there anything in there? It's like, nothing but thousands upon thousands of unsold wigs. Are you boys going to buy some wigs, ain't you?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Are you looking it up, Aaron?
I got a picture of it.
No, I was making sure I had my
He ain't clocked in yet.
later.
You don't.
I got my thing for later. Or whenever, I mean.
So, no, but Knoxville, other than, I guess, the Wigosphere, kind of dog shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, drove through there. Then we get to Wilderness at the Smokies. And, dude, out of all the times in the fucking year that we go, it is the time, there's a national, some kind of cheerleading competition going on at the same exact time.
In the hotel?
They all stayed at the hotel because of the indoor water park.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. If that would have been me, I'd have just held
when
my
I
breath.
walked in there, I was just like, what the fuck is going on here? What's going on? And then the boys,
Shut the fuck up!
we're live! So me and the boys are hanging out. Jessica's checking in. And so she gets talked into doing some extra things for the hotel so we could score some extra shit. I'm still confused. Anyways, go upstairs. Hotel room is fine. We had a fucking Murphy bed for the first time.
Sweet.
You ever seen a Murphy bed?
That's what
I don't know what is Murphy.
Murphy bed goes in the wall.
Yeah, that's like the Dexter's Laboratory of beds.
Yeah.
The one that was named after like Dale Murphy, 9-time NASCAR champion
Yeah,
in the
that
60s.
Yeah, it was named after Brittany Murphy, the actress who died.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
God
kind of a
rest
new
her.
thing. And because she was, when they found her, she was folded up in bed.
I was going to say, just because when you're done with it, it disappears.
But all that boring shit being said, the water park. Boys, I haven't been to a water park since I was like early teens. And so it was a little scary. You know, I didn't know what to expect. Here I come. And, but of course, when I get there, you're in fucking Pigeon Forge. So it's like you have nothing to be worried about in terms of how you're looking or acting because you're with fancy people and you're God's people.
National level cheerleaders association aside.
They were also like the boys' age, so it was just like, why is it?
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I thought this was like a national adult thingy.
No, it was just nothing but crazy children. So we were all at the wave thing, and so we go to the water park and the wave pool. So we go to the wave pool, and they've never done it before. And I'm like, hey, I was reading online, their wave pool's actually like means some fucking business. So you know, and she's like, just because she didn't know, she was just like, everything's fine right now. Where you going? Because Adrian can swim pretty well, but once that wave machine kicks on, him being able to have full control of his body, it's going to be tougher.
Sure.
So once we hear that, just immediately, dude, the pool goes,
Bottom drops out of it.
and it just starts going. And Adrian turns around. He's like, eyes go, and I put my hand out, and he grabs me, and I just jerk him to me, and I get him. And then he's just like, Casey, why is the pool going crazy? I was like, it's a wave pool, man. This is going to happen. And he's just like, when's it going to stop? And we're just getting beat
the fuck
up.
Yeah.
And we swim. We were in the 4-foot section, and we were able to get back to the 2-foot section. We kind of sat on our butts, and we were just letting the waves just pelt us.
Sure.
And the waves were so strong even then that it was pushing my big ass like clunk, clunk, and I just keep hitting the fucking ground. Meanwhile, I look out and Jessica and Silas are like, I just see him dive out through the waves. It's like, ah.
Sick.
So they loved it. And so they got these water slides. You ever seen the funnel one? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I like it. I rode the one at Six Flags or Whitewater when it came out new back in the day.
So we rode the funnel, and I was scared. But
I was too, yeah.
but I don't say anything. I'm like, this is going to be great. This is going to be fucking excellent. And I'm sitting on the inside like, this is either going to hurt, and the walks up there is going to be bad, and it's going to be hot, and I'm scared. But cool how they have it when you walk all the way up that far. It's like, even if you look down, it's kind of pretty well blocked, so you can't really tell how far up you are.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, so it's actually like, the walk isn't bad.
That's the reason I like a lot of water parks is it's sort of built up a natural incline. I don't like the ones that go straight up scaffolding. And even
They had some shit like that at Six Flags where it's
Yeah.
just like,
yeah. What about the what I wanted to ask you is like the funnel at the Whitewater one, when you stand over there, it's just a pitch black tunnel. Like you know what's coming, but you don't get to see the free fall until you go through. Is it like that, or do you get to see the danger?
here comes the thing. I rode backwards every time.
Oh, damn.
I was the scared one, and I was just like, I immediately was like, I'll ride backwards. I'll do it. Fuck it.
Nice.
And I knew what was, like, it was going to drop. I knew it was going to drop, so I asked Silas, who was directly in front of me, because it's like you got opposite the weight. So Jessica across from Adrian, me across from Silas. And I look at him and I said, dude, tell me when the hit comes, just so I can kind of prepare my body. Like, I'm good. I just want to make sure I don't kill myself. And he's like, okay. And so, but the whole tunnel's lit up. The place is fucking sick. So there's LEDs all through the tunnel, and they want you, like at night, the whole thing glows in the dark. So it's wild. We get in there, and then right before the drop, I just hear Silas go, Casey! And I was like, oh shit. And then it just bottoms out. And then and I look at Adrian, and like, part of having Down syndrome and everything, and you can attest to this too. Just like special needs children in general, when they're in those situations, I don't know how Raina is, but they are like, and their whole body explodes because it's like an outlet where they can let everything out, and no one's gonna say anything.
Raina can go one of two ways. I've seen her do that, and I've also seen her in situations that were so fear-inducing, they just go blank slate. Raina was all about this roller coaster we rode one time, and she was all about it. And then we got on and started going up the hill. And for just a moment before the fear took complete control of her, she's like, "I don't like this. I'm scared." I said, "It's okay. I got you. It's going to be over soon enough." And then when we got to the top and we could see all of the ocean and Gulf Shores, her whole body, everything just went blank. Like they just taken the soul. I got a blank slug of a child in return. Not a peep, not a noise for the entire ride. Then we get done. She was like, "That was cool as fuck." I was like, "Indeed, it was."
So yeah, we did that. I was looking at Adrian, and his eyes were just like super fucking huge again. But he was screaming, and he actually like cried a little bit.
Sure.
But when we got to the very bottom, he gets up and he was just like, "Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was cool." So but every time I'd say, "Adrian, you want to go back up and do that side again?" He goes, "No. I want to sit right here in the wave pool." And he's just getting smashed.
No, it's just fun. CT's fun.
And then there was the fun one was cool. And then they had another one that was more of your traditional dips and turns, super fucking long. But place is great. Wave pool ruled. But the big selling point that I wanted to tell that you would be into specifically, Daniel, is they have the only it's the only one of these in the world. It's a lazy river that has a full immersive experience inside where there's a total light show around the entire.
How sick is that?
Yeah. And it plays different music, and when you go through the main tunnel, the lights reflect onto the water, and it goes to the beat of the music, so you can see the sound waves, so to speak, and waves of light just hit the water. Whoa.
I'm looking at trip right.
I know. I thought of you so many times. I was like, this is Daniel's ride.
Don't leave me here. See you on Sunday.
And you can ride that thing as many times as you want. I feel like the custom thing to do is we all rode we'll take 3 laps and then we'll get out and let other people have a turn. And then they had an indoor water coaster, which I didn't get to. I did not have the opportunity to ride that just because it was. I think the weight limit was
more than your fat ass. Is that what you were about to tell me?
No, it was
none of us can ride.
No, dude, it was surprisingly because I think Jessica said that her and Silas went up together thinking they were going to be doing it, but then both of them together was over.
So it's like a kid's ride then.
Well, I think the weight limit was I think it was 250.
Okay.
And I go up and down sometimes. I know right now I'm a little bit on the heavier side because of what I'm doing. So I wasn't even, and then it was do I want to go all the way up there only for them to be like, no, you got to go back.
Right. Oh, I mean, don't tell me, unless you're like a 30-pound baby, you ain't riding with my ass.
Yeah. But we were able to do everything else. It was funny though, the funnel ride, the first time we got to all ride it together, and then we got a different person. And then when they weighed us again, they were like, no. It's we've already done this once, and we were all together. He's like, no. I was like, okay, so either the last person was dangerous or this person was not. I don't know. Either way, so the second time we did it, now it was me and Silas, and I rode backwards again. Dude, that dropped the second time, and I was the anchor-bearing weight. My ass went, boom! And I just sat there, and I went, oh! And I popped my fucking back on that ride. And, dude, I was I got out. No. I got out of that fucking thing, and Jessica's looking at me, and she goes, what happened? And I was like, I'm fucked. He said, let's go to the hot tub.
Hospital, please.
Yeah, so we got to the hot tub area, and I just dealt with it for a long time, and then I took fucking painkillers, whatever it was.
Hey, man, you're on vacation.
I'm on island time. Just
Sounds like Wildwood. They got them safety precautions.
Yeah, well, shit, nothing for big ass. But it was cool. It was cool. I didn't think I'd really go and do that shit again, but after doing it now, I would be down to go and explore. The water places are weird because you do feel like there's an element of death that I feel like is different from a theme park, a regular theme park.
Yeah.
Because the majority of water rides are physics based with not a lot of extra help.
Right, you're just praying, trusting that they've got the lips on the side enough, like we were talking, to not fly my ass like an eagle. Come to see you, Jesus.
So all in all, very good. We got a free weekend because we endured 2 hours of timeshare. That was very. I still feel very bad for that man, wasting his time. I talked about this out in the parking lot, but I didn't mention this part where the guy goes, "Look, I only have one chance to sell you." I was like, "No, dude."
Might as well give up now.
Yeah, well, I know if I don't get your business this time, I won't get it the next time. I was like, "No, brother, I don't have $30,000 to get into debt for your timeshare." So
For just $30,000 a year, you can be a part of this illustrious club.
Oh, and he
30 large a year?
No, it's 30 large period to have access to a Wyndham Resort 2-bedroom hotel. Pretty much, I go into that room that he showed us was like, this is the room you'll have no matter where you go. Like, this is the standard. You're ensuring that this is your standard from here on out. And then when you die, you can pass this burden on to your children.
Yeah.
Which you will inarguably have to do because it's $30,000. So there's no time frame in which you can pay off that $30K. Like, it just whenever,
Yeah.
you know.
As far as I know, yeah.
By the time you're 75, you might get to enjoy Wyndham Dunacy Premium.
I think he also said it was free. It could be $200 to $300 a month.
Nope, not a car payment.
Keep you on ass forever.
Eat my ass, dog.
You know there's going to be like that timeshare is going to have like, all right, timeshare also has repair share. So like, shitter's busted and we're going to need everybody to pony up 5.
Yeah.
Get back in order.
And then also him talking about like whenever the guy had said that if we were to do it, we don't pay for hotels with money, we pay them with points. And then that was just like, this is a fucking...
Yeah, fuck all that
That's
shit.
a pyramid on top of an upside down triangle.
Called a diamond.
Yeah, dude, diamond cutter. Then, but yeah, it was good. We went to the Publix. We got her a cake. Speaking of indulgent cakes, we got like a double chocolate cheesecake that was just like, you took a bite out of it and you just felt your heart like, oh, that was a palpitation.
That was a little beat there.
That was cool. It's like it's the Harlem Globetrotters in my chest.
Oh, man.
They're just doing dribble drills, dude.
Well, I mean, Nikki got some cheesecake for the other birthdays over the weekend. Taryn wrote in. So, like, she got he's like, you think that? I was like, yeah, go for it. She got Taryn and Melinda cheesecake. And then she's like, but I mean, I also got us a cheesecake.
Duh.
Fuck yeah, boy.
Cheesecake.
No.
Then we, the food that we had, which leads us to our first conversation that we had briefly over text. We went to the old mill. Now,
Don't even understand. We're mad
Daniel
about the
has a-
smallest things.
Daniel has a vicious hate towards a Pigeon Forge institution.
I never understand the direction of the hate. So many more deserving things.
He's already mad.
Oh, my, just ruptured. Okay, what we doing? I'm on trial again. Is this Toby Keith part 2? You can't try me twice.
At
Double
least
jeopardy.
Toby Keith was like, okay, you're picking
All right.
you're picking one drunk hick to pick on because you hated something, like you probably didn't get blown and his song came on or something.
That's fair. That
But,
usually
like,
happens. These
Old
rounds.
Mill is like, why in the hell? Why not Cracker Barrel? Cracker Barrel.
Yes,
more
Cracker
green.
Barrel. Let's add Cracker Barrel to the complaints because my complaint is not the old meal. Who doesn't love country cooking,
Country
y'all?
stuff.
And the old meal, I'm sure, makes a perfectly suitable.
They got a little something special on them all.
I'm sure they do. Sure they do. And it's not the meal specifically that I have a beef with. Okay, it's not. It's the country hokum jamboree store-bought fucking Hollister brand country shit that Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge peddle. And I don't like that. I see the mill as the place where, like, your monocle-clad billionaire and his mink-wearing wife come in. They're like, oh, this is what the poor people consider sustenance. How quaint. Now, you say this is chicken fried steak, you say. Yes, well, quite. Like, listen, here's the thing. And I'm sure the meal is good. The meal is good. Their food was good. That looked like a good hammy piece of meat in your green beans. That those taters looked good and homemade. And that country fried steak looked palpable. But my problem with this is that is not the angle of Gatlinburg that I enjoy. Howdy, y'all, it's me, TJ McHillbilly, and I'm here to serve you some good old cooking. Like, that shit gets on my everlast fucking
Now, see,
nerve.
this is where I think it's misplaced. Like, have you ever been in the mill?
No, I have not.
That's what I mean. You obviously haven't, because your rage is better served towards the island and Paula Dean's restaurant.
Yes.
This is Country Cracker capitalizing on its bit Old Mill's been there for fucking ever. Before it was huge. I mean, as huge as it is now, but well beyond. That's from back in the day when it's like, these aren't rubes coming in being like, oh, this must be what plebes do. These are literally plebes taking the grandest vacation of their life every year to Gatlinburg Pigeon Forge. This is poor people eating poor people food, done in a good measure.
Fair, and I will withdraw and redact any statements that
Paula Deen.
I hate Paula Deen. I hate the island. I hate Paula Deen. I hate every turn of the corner Jack's Pancake Flapjack Shackeria. I hate them motherfuckers too. And I'm not throwing shade at the mill specifically. And I'm sure of the offenders in Pigeon Forge, the mill is low on the list. I guarantee you it is. But what chaps my ass is the cuisine that is presented. Let's take the mill out of the equation. Let's all hate on Paula Deen because that's fun and acceptable to do. Let's say that the Paula Deen experience serves food that was created out of post-stock market crash, Dust Bowl, poor-ass Appalachia. Things we had to eat to survive. The country fried steak is made from a shoulder cut, which has to be processed and fried and dredged to make it palatable. Green beans, mashed potatoes, ham shanks, poverty food, okay? Things that the people in Appalachia had to eat because the people from outside of Appalachia had taken everything from us are now being used as a marketing tool in Hokum to draw in the same people that created these cuisines in the first place. And it's not an attack on the mill. It is a nutritional anthropological disdain for, it's like salmon patties. Salmon patties saved a lot of people's lives because it gave them the protein and the irons and the nutrients we weren't getting from anywhere else for 10 cents a fucking meal. And like now it's like, yeehaw, welcome to Hillbilly Junction. Here's a salmon patty and a fried green tomato. Yeehaw, take a swig of my moonshine jar. That shit gets on my goddamn last
Commence to jiggling.
To jiggling, y'all.
But it's the same thing that happens with literally everything. And there was like an artist who was talking about, Jake Johnson. He was on How Did This Get Made recently, but I like something he said. He was talking about acting, but he was talking about it in a greater scope, even with like cooking in a restaurant and stuff. It's like, you have no control over something once you submit it. Once it's out there, it's theirs.
I understand.
It no longer belongs to you or one person or one group of people. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, like I'm sure Bobby Flay has had a Cajun spread jamboree that he's done on the Food Network. Like, and you know that it's going to go to the highest bidder. Like, it doesn't mean it can't still be ours and it can't still be good.
It's just,
you just don't get to gatekeep it.
It's just inflammatory. Like, if fuck it, it's fine. I think this is acceptable. If it's not, just cut my mic. But it's like going up north to fucking Boston and being like, top of the morning to ye, have our Irish potato and potato extravaganza. Like, it's hokum and it's offensive and it's born out of poverty and it's born out of hatred and misfortune and somebody's just making a buck off Tulio McIrishan's Shamrock Palooza. Like,
you got them right.
It's the same fucking shit.
And every St. Patty's Day weekend, I'm going to go do my part, go out and find me some corned beef and cabbage.
Fine.
So let me have fun with it.
I know. Again,
I do not disagree because you'll go up and down. I think the road is Teaster. That's the strip. That's the road that goes down into the Pigeon Forge. And it is so many of those flapjacks, horse fucking, and cabbagery. And lumberjack style buffet.
The Dixie Stampede. The Dixie Stampede is a monocle, a temple to it.
All those places, I do that except for the Old Mill. And because it has been there for 30 years. And
ooh la la!
Now, compared to the growth of Pigeon Forge, I'm sure there was a lot less there 30 years ago.
The late 90s, you say.
Wear the shoe on the other foot for a second.
That was a long time ago.
But this does, to me, reek a little bit of the man doth crieth too loud, look how much I care. Because look at the shoe on the other foot. I bet if you go to Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg, and I bet if you go up to New England states that had a large Irish descent, if you go to Caribbean islands like Jamaica, they tell you, You're our biggest form of income. This is how we make a living. This is what works. Shut the fuck up and let us sell what we sell.
I agree with that. I'll even second my own demise with it's giving some white savior
But
vibes
there's
to
evil
it.
in there for fucking sure.
But like, I'm not a big fan of Smokey McPothead's Jamaican jerk chicken experience. Probably fucking either.
Right.
Like, I'm just fucking not like it all. I'm not a big fan.
But then even a degree of this, how do we get like delicious fusion foods and flavors that were unknowns to us before the backing of greater society and sharing of these worlds?
I'm not against sharing and blending of cuisines. I feel like selling a cuisine that is born out of poverty. Any of your impoverished cuisines, Cantonese, Caribbean, fucking actual Mexican food, anything that's born out of lesser conditions, arguably created by the larger white patriarchy as a whole, like selling those things as hokum and tourist traps, fucking, it hurts me. And I don't belong to those other cultures. I can't speak for them. But as a Southern person, watching some fucking Yankee Doodle dandy come down here and suck down him a fried green tomato and a salmon patty like it's some cultural fucking experience
with a plantation accent.
And my grandmother had to do it to avoid rickets and pellagra. It kind of pisses me the fuck off.
See, I go there, and I think a lot of what you're saying is definitely justified. It's right. This kind of shit happens. There's going to be evil in between. I do think you live in like a bit of a super soft world where you don't get this evil in between. But I also I don't have as much regional bias or loyalty to literally anything outside of sports. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs.
Aside from like, who the fuck cares where the sperm landed that I laid and became the place that I majoritively lived in? I don't give a shit. I'm not Team USA. I'm not Team Georgia. I'm not Team Northwest. I'm just here to be here and enjoy shit. And if some sort of hokum wants to open up a joint and convince a rich dickhead that shit they got out of a box that is the lesser version of what they're used to and shove it down their gullet and make money off of them, I say...
I second that notion. I second that notion all the way together, because the country food, not the meal, the country food that, like, let's say the Paula Deen experience is shoved into some fucking Yankee hoo-ha is a much more watered-down version than anything we could get from a fucking gas station down here. And I'm with you on that one. Let's serve them swill and tell them it's fucking gold. I like that idea. I'm all for that. No, and again, I just happen to be born here. But just knowing what I know about the historical context of our food, that's all I can really speak to, is that a lot of it was done out of necessity to live. And a lot of what was done to our cuisine and the changes made in it was either born out of forced slavery, abject poverty, the burning of our crops and fields during the Civil War, things we had to do to survive. The people that died because our nutrition was so fucked up is now part of the $9.99 hillbilly jamboree experience. Like the fact that we had
you get tickets for mini golf.
Well, yeah,
we got better.
I mean, we did. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is, of the cultural trappings of Pigeon Forge, the hillbilly hokum is my least favorite. I love the Daytona, Florida feel of the go-karts and the laser tag. I'm all about that shit. I love the old world Germanic feel of actual Gatlinburg.
So if you go to like the hillbilly golf that's in Gatlinburg, the golf that's like built into the side of a mountain.
I mean, yeah, I'm not, and I have a much softer spot. It's going to bug me, but not as much.
Yeah,
but
just because I love mini golf.
I have a soft. I just have a soft spot for Southern cuisine and its historical origins and the hardships and death that came out of it and the things that are attached to it.
Well, what if you took those ideas and then you did like you kind of made a historical thing about it? And, and the old mill, like I said, has been together for ages now, 30 years.
30.
Now, the mill itself is like 100 years old, and they do still grind their own shit and make it that way. So
we grind our shit every morning.
That sweet yellow corn grit's the best around.
Right.
The homemade chocolate cake, you actually get to see into their pâtisserie and see them make that as well. And, that's just a chocolate cake, but it's cool.
I forgive the mill. I mean, they have been.
And those beans, dude, they're fucking green beans.
Those green beans
they
look
slow
great.
cook that shit with fucking ham in it all damn day.
So much thick ass ham.
And as a culinary experience that dates back as far as 1997, I can't derive
legendary history.
I can't derive them of the quality of the food, and I'm sure it's great. And the buffet style, fucking rad. Don't get me wrong.
Do y'all want more sides? Yes.
Don't get me wrong. Like I said, of the tourist traps, it is Gatlinburg. And I guarantee you, somebody, German purist, not that kind of German purist, someone who's very into their history, not that part of their history, comes to Gatlinburg and sees the faux German hokum of Gatlinburg, probably feels about the same way as I do. I would hope. Or maybe I just need a therapist. I don't really know.
Why is there such an influx of like Eastern Europeans and
that I don't know, but I know Helen, Georgia's kind of like that. And it's just a settling thing. I don't know the history of that well enough. I do know is that people migrated from up north down to the south. Scotch, Irish, German, all those people that moved down here to expand and grow. You've got pockets of Italians in Virginia. You've got all these.
You got a whole lot of German people in Argentina.
Oh man,
you do surprisingly weird, right?
That old world Italian
Antarctica for some reason too. It's weird.
So many German people in Antarctica.
What is up with that?
That old Italy and Providence and Rhode Island we went to. That place is fucking badass. But yeah, there's like pockets of it everywhere.
Yeah, I think as immigrants were pushed out of the north and they moved down here to find places to settle, that's just kind of how it shook out. So you've got a lot of Germanic influence in some of
Daniel's just outside saying like, man, oh wait, we're on Twitch. You are wording our culture.
He's not wrong
though. James said Haley thinks she lost weight.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thanks. I haven't.
There we go.
But since you said it, I did.
I didn't lose it. I just missed
Side note, pilgrimage. There is a Guy Fieri's Flavor Town right behind the island.
Yeah,
you want to talk about putting a gun in your mouth, dude. You want a weekend? We stay at Margaritaville. Not one. Margaritaville. Yes. Not two. Dean's. Not 3 and 4. Flavor Town.
We stay in the building after closing. Sleep. Record there.
So it's that good?
It's a bowling alley and a restaurant.
Shit. Hey. Why would it be anything less?
Southside social, baby.
Hey, Guy Fieri here. Just wondering, why the fuck are you here? You're dumb as shit, and we love you.
Every time you hit a struck, you get blasted with donkey sauce.
I asked Jessica, I said, it's her birthday.
Hey,
she looked at me like, oh, no.
Oh, okay.
No, hey, on our way to Pound Town, we need to take a quick detour.
Jessica's got a good palate on her. If I took her to a fucking Flavor Town, she'd be like, trash can nachos? What the fuck is trash can?
Oh,
well, it's nachos in the trash can. There's several different kinds of meat. Guy's actually a classically trained chef, so I don't know what this is about.
Now, a Zinga Mountain Melt I can abide by, but this fucking trash can nacho is a step too fucking far.
You can't call it what it is.
Chris Deal texted me like a week ago, and he just took a picture of Miller's.
I have that same relationship with Chris. I saw a Bun double burner coffee pot the other day. Okay.
But no Flavor Town. Of course, ultimately Pigeon Forge. It is this strange fucking place. But if you find what you want to do there,
talking about the island.
Nah, well, I mean the island is fine.
The St. Pauline's Island.
Now, all said and done, even though I was like taken up, the place is boring to be.
Fucking who else? Who's on St. Pauline's?
Come to the Temple of Osiris with barefoot Contessa.
It's just Food Network people, right? And it's like giadas, frittatas.
We're hunting emerald at 3. Run, you fat Cajun dildo! Ja! Just shit.
Oh, you see that woman there? Mario Batali's been locked down there for days.
Oh, Mario Batali's too weird for even this island, honestly. More pasta than man.
Slow roasting is
the Crocs have become permanently attached to his feet.
He's just all Crocs.
I think we got canceled.
Very hard, very much so. Yes.
Oh yeah.
He got canceled hard. It's okay. I'm Italian. No, it's not.
No.
You get canceled with cancer?
He was diddling too much fiddle.
Well, you know what? Good.
The island is it's a new conglomerate area of cement. They've thrown a lot of corporate bullshit eateries into in the heart of Pigeon Forge.
It's almost like a concentrated Pigeon Forge within Pigeon Forge.
Yeah.
So so you can stay there, right?
Yeah, you can say
And
It's just like Margarita.
So
say Margaritaville.
one could say that it was like a concentrated, let's say, camp of sorts, where you can stay and not have to leave.
Freedom.
You know, like summer camp. Every time
It's freedom through vacation.
Right. And when you're at said camp, right, you know,
It has a serial killer
it
museum.
doesn't work. We'll set you free.
I mean, there's a Ben and Jerry's. There's also a Mellow Mushroom. There's an arcade. There's also a.
Just like Knockout.
It's also a Dick / Resort, just like Duck. They put the hat on his head. Okay, we're done. We'll stop there.
I don't have a hat, but they do have a star for you to that.
It says loser.
It says nerd.
And now, what would you like to drink? Oh,
Oh,
we have Pepsi. We have Pepsi. Ah!
Would you like Coke? We have Zach Lundy.
Gotta rush past this now. We gotta run past this.
Run away. As fast as we can.
Okay, time for a game!
Okay,
Alright, let me pull it up.
It's
Oh,
good
no.
enough. It's fine.
Oh no. This is called Let's Make a Water Park Rides Based on Historical Events.
Yay!
I.e. my example, Titanic the ride.
Okay.
So, Daniel, we'll start with you. What if World War II was a water park ride? What would it be?
Ooh.
Give me a name and the action. Are we talking a water slide? Is it a lazy river? Is it a...
Do I get to name it, right?
You get to name it and you get to explain it, dude. It's called the show!
I'm just thinking out loud. The Battle of Iwo Jima.
The bag of weed.
The Battle of Iwo
I
Jima.
thought you said the bag of weed, Ojima.
So it's just a constant back and forth bloodbath to take over the water park that we will need to launch successful bombing raids against mainland Japan water park.
Oh.
And like at the top, like you get to the very top of the water park slide and you plant the flag and you and 5 other people push it all the way to the top and then the big bucket drops. And it's just the blood of the fallen.
Yeah. It's not blood. Aaron, World War II themed.
A World War II themed? You're gonna
Yeah.
pick? No, I had one outside of it. I'm gonna give it anyway.
Do it.
I'm gonna call it Never Forget, and it's gonna be twin water slides next to each other, like a water coaster, both next to each other, and you're gonna work your way up to the precipice of these two beautiful slides, and then like it's kind of gonna be like the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, where it just like totally drops as like debris falling around you, and people are shrieking for help.
Well, the second slide is falling.
Okay, so I've got that one. I'll do that too then. All right, so it's like a slight downcline, right? Downcline's that word? Fuck it.
Incline?
No, you're going down at first.
But you're down.
I got it. Everybody.
It's a
Forgive
climb,
me.
but
It only works
downcline.
both ways. It's fine.
It's a downcline.
I
It's not
got
a
you.
decline.
It's a
downcline.
Decline.
Decline, that's not a word. Downcline. So you go downcline. And right at the very end, it just goes up like 85 degrees. And then you just lose all momentum, and then you just tip, and then falling man out over it. That's a real deep cut for people who have seen a lot of pictures of 9/11. Anyone familiar with the falling man picture?
Oh, of course. I've seen it.
It's that, but the ride.
The falling man. The ride.
Next.
Sounds like I'm on.
You're listening to NPR.
Yeah, baby.
Sound like 2 bottles of wine.
Next ride, Aaron. How about a JFK simulator?
JFK simulator. I think that's just you eating a peanut butter and jelly as fast as you can before the pop cap goes off in between, spatters you in the face.
But this is also a water ride. So
Yeah.
you're on a
We're
ride.
eating it on a water ride
Yeah, we're just tack
in
that on.
an inner tube.
Yeah,
A
you're
slow procession.
Oh, it's
The
a lazy river.
Yeah.
It's a lazy
There we
river,
go.
and you have different lifeguards at different vantage points, and you don't know where you're getting shot.
Right.
Ah.
Shoot you with a paintball from a book suppository.
Oh god.
Depository. Freudian slip, all right? I'm thinking
books in my ass.
I like to call mine the Coos Cruise, the JFA experience. You're going through a tunnel, and inside of each tunnel is the walls of each vagina that JFK had entered and spooged in on this white lazy river. And as you come out the end, it's like you got Marilyn singing the awkward happy birthday song to you. And then you just slide out onto the streets of Dallas, and you're just like, ah! And it's Lee Harvey Oswald, and he's like, back in the line.
He's smoking a cigarette. Very good. Very good in the
Bang! You just got a camera.
He's like,
Where?
he's like the chainsaw guy at the end of the horror ride.
Look out! It's the Secret Service! Ah!
Oh, look, a gift shop.
It's the mafia,
I
right?
love gift shops. All right, now next one.
Picks up good in the cans.
Border Crisis water park ride. Go.
Oh, it's the Imagination Station water ride where you get there and you're expecting the border crisis to ride, but you get there and nothing's really fucking happening. It's kind of just made up.
It's like that American Gladiator game where the gladiator's standing and can't let the guy cross the line, so it's just you and a team of Americans in a wave pool trying to like tackle another team and keep them from crossing the line on the other side. They can't cross into America.
And when you say wave, you mean razor wire. And when you mean say pool, you mean pit.
Yeah. Yep. I'm in the Rio Grande.
Is it still water rides?
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if you got
say it is.
when you
Yeah, I got a water ride for you. Come here. Come on. If you can get past Dante, you got it.
I mean, you can just make the Rio Grande a fucking water slide, couldn't you?
You know they're building a water coaster on Lake Lanier.
Yeah, I saw that. With all them down.
No. Why?
Yeah, I thought that was pretty rad.
You know, America's
Guys,
most
I have the greatest idea of all time.
All right, hit me.
What if we kill everyone that comes here?
All right, fuck.
So we just decided it's a cannon that'll shoot you directly in the middle of Lake Lanier at about 55 miles an hour, which will land you about dead in the middle by the time the wave kicks in.
Ooh, maybe it's a 13 ghost scenario. Maybe they have the spirits already trapped for display.
Right.
Something will go horribly wrong.
How many
have to
people
feed the
die
beast.
there for
Hundreds a season.
really?
I think so.
Why
It's
is
a lot.
it so fucking bad there?
Because Casey, there used to be a town.
That's
there.
right. That's
Yeah.
the haunted lake.
We buried a
We
town.
buried a town of a very specific gentrified race of people.
Minority group.
Correct.
Mm.
And it is haunted as fuck.
Dude, that'd be such a sick fucking movie.
Yes, it
Ghost Ship
would.
2, Ghost Lake. Dude, I can see that.
I feel a
But everyone-
13 Ghost X3 coming.
Oh, but it's the vacation movie. There's always a vacation once they're like this.
13 Ghost Summer Vacation.
Yeah, fucking what's his face?
Bobby Kirkakos.
Shaggy's back. Fucking Matthew Lillard.
Oh, you know Lily's back.
And the first scene is him flipping the shades up on his prescription glasses, right? And he's like, "Sun's out," and then God, we're doing 13x3 ghosts.
Just save it for Halloween.
He says,
Listen, Stone Cold Saves Christmas is coming. Just put that in the pocket.
That's true. Let's see what else we got. I think I got one more. Nah. Okay, it's too deep in this shit. Moving on. So that's been my life. Just water parks. Then we got back. And now we're just like, I've been wood chipping a lot, so my life's been pretty busy. Just with
Fucking wood
work.
chipping like a man.
Yeah. Shit.
You're gonna benefit us. I like hearing that.
Oh god, I love being a dude. I love. Here's the shit. Jessica was out there leading the charge. But I was once I figured out the role I was meant to play, which was the man who grabbed everything and threw it in the wood chipper. Did good. It was cool.
Would you ever be fun?
It's an electric one, and it was kind of yeah. So you can't put anything. It can't be thicker than like this. But we have like so many spindly ass branches. It's kind of like exactly what we need. This is content.
Mm.
Daniel, what's been going on with you?
I've been
You got something?
No, you're off cam.
Oh, fuck.
I've been
Daddy's
unbearably,
back's hurt. Let me scoot in.
I've been unbearably sick since Wednesday. Doing better today. After 3 days of laying on the couch and watching the same Cold War documentary, well, at least the first 45 minutes of it over and over again, I woke up this morning at the behest of my father and punished a child merely for rising and grinding to the karate studio. Son, would you mind putting your pads on, working with this child on sparring for a minute? With pleasure, father. With pleasure.
Why do you take on my accent every time I tell you to spar with the kids?
I've been called by the gods of war once.
He's going Tyson mode. again.
Sign the contract, kid.
Sign the contract.
I really like. I missed James' comment about the ride. You just chug 3 beers and get launched to the center of the lake. That's the way I want to ride the Lake Lanier ride, and it's up to you to get out.
quick.
Honestly, I would imagine that from the opposite end of the lake, from the slide that you're on with the slide, the opposite end of the lake, they just fire 3 beer cans at you, and you gotta catch them.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
I'm sorry we're gonna miss Casey, but I got something to fill us gap.
Do
I
it.
had some and didn't. I saw a particularly enjoyable Twitter rant. No, it wasn't a Twitter rant. Somebody was just they put where like somebody had reached out to them, some woman on there who gets a lot of like unsolicited kind of like dick pics and stuff, reposting, and it's like this one just like I just want to know like how it happened. The pictures, then they commented the pictures were exactly what he described. It's like, hi, I've sent you a few nudes over the years and have never once gotten a reply. My feelings are starting to hurt. Then I realized that you probably receive dozens a week, if not more. I realized that I need to do something to grab your attention, to stand out from the crowd. This media is hidden. So I stuck a can of Pringles up my ass whilst balancing one-legged on a chair. Then this happened. Another picture. I'm unhurt, though, mostly.
So he fell and Pringles can went inside of body.
I'm assuming. I was wondering, I wanted to gauge the crowd and see what
What do you
guys
mean
thought.
files were redacted?
Yeah,
Let me see.
Why wouldn't you just show us?
I've seen so many horrible things on the internet.
And they're sending you unsolicited Pringle and ass.
Send them.
Show us.
Show me. And it's on X, right?
Yeah.
I mean, if I can say all kinds of hateful, racist things on X, I should be able to see a man with a Pringles can up his ass.
Did you hear? That's how, like, this dude sending a woman nudes over the years. He was like, my feelings are starting to get hurt. You never responded. Oh, I need to do something to stand out. And she was like, the pictures look like this. It's a dude with a Pringles can up his ass, standing one-legged on a chair. And then he's like, then this happened. I'm unhurt, though, mostly. We're thinking he probably fell.
Oh, in a ramrod? I mean, at least it's like pliable cardboard.
Right, well, that was one of the
This
comments.
is not a glass jar, am I right?
How the fuck do you insert a blunt cardboard tube in your asshole without destroying the tube entirely in the process?
It's going to crumble.
Yeah,
Like
right.
a Hyundai Elantra. It's
I
gonna
haven't bought
crumble.
a can of Pringles in a long time, unless they've changed the formula. I
Um,
mean, I could put my fist in there and just
Now-
squeeze and break it.
Now, question: we're all assuming this can is empty. We're not thinking for a minute.
Now,
It might be a full and unopened.
oh man, so let's
They did divulge the flavor. If you'd like
Barbecue.
to know. You want to take a guess?
so
Pizza.
I'll say, pizza's a good one, but I'll flip it to ranch.
Okay. See, I think this is extra dangerous. Salt and vinegar.
Ay, ay, ay.
Going for broke.
Woo!
Someone's got a little bit.
Yeah, the flavor was citric acid and broken glass.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Oh, great! Salt and razor blades.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ooh, this never
Buckshot and
found.
hot ash. Fuck yeah.
What's the best flavor you think to shove up your ass?
Vaseline
Waffle.
flavor.
Yeah, right.
Cool, extra cool.
Extra cool range.
Soothing mentholyptus ranch.
What's your favorite flavor Pringle? We talking to eat?
To eat or go in my ass. Them's two different flavors.
God.
The ass has 12 taste buds. The human tongue does not.
So the barbecue Pringle is not really offensive. It's a pretty mild barbecue taste.
Yeah.
So I'll probably
Half-assed
go with that because everything else is so salty by Pringle. Yeah, or at
Get
least
you them unsalted Pringles that my grandma
you think-
eats.
Oh my God!
That's right.
Just
Get you a granny Pringle, baby.
Right next to the
Why
caffeine
don't
free
you-
Diet Coke. Just stop being a baby.
don't stop, baby. You know how Granny likes to get
Granny.
there. Go ahead, get your. I'm about to say something bad.
You grandma, it's okay.
Go ahead, get your ass in that kitchen. Now go get Granny one of them Coke Zero. I'm not getting fucked up.
And had this much fun since the jazz scene.
Granny like two things, and that's throating goats and fucking hauling totes. That's right. Spring cleaning, baby. I got two fucking cases of Coke Zero. And I got
Coke Zeros in my mouth.
God.
Ain't nothing in it. Cans fucking empty. That's the way I like it.
The doctor said aspartame is better than real sugar. And it is. Granny loves it, dude.
Breaking a sweat.
Good. I think it would be impressive if you could just clench when you were done with it and like throw it in recycling. Like,
You
go
really
ahead and
have
crunch
to-
it on down. Just
You would
Okay.
have to make your asshole so loose, like over time.
it had to be real loose. I would think no.
I bet I could fit a Pringles can in my ass.
Woo.
Dude,
That
that initial,
sounds-
you're talking.
Like,
you're
give me a
talking-
cone on the front. Give me something to kind of graduate myself into it, and not just whole ass blunt against the
No.
drum head.
All at once.
Ah,
Daddy
Anyway.
horny.
you lube it, I'll probably get it in there. But at what cost?
Right. Where are we going with it?
What does a man...
Are we being paid? Maybe do it on the Patreon.
Yeah. What does a man gain?
Would y'all pay to see that?
How much?
James, would you?
For the $1,000 a month donation, I will force a whole Pringles can.
That is dangerously low.
For $1,000, I can get a bottle of lube at Kroger for $2.95. I know that.
I might give you $1,000.
Give me $1,000. Give me $1,000.
How far does the Pringles can?
As far as you want. You paying. As long as I get it back out.
I'll settle for a few inches. I just want to see it spread.
All right.
Dude,
You'll get your money's worth, big boy.
Sign the contract, big boy.
Do not threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, Daniel just turns to Mike Tyson when it comes for anal play. He's like, "Come on, big boy."
When it comes to throwing things in my ass, I'm a fucking demon.
I'm definitely.
I'm gonna fuck you till you love me.
I honestly scale myself at the things that I go
James
with.
said he'd throw in on that.
All right, 2K, let's go. Give me a can.
He's already raised it.
This is the groundswell.
I ain't scared. Whatever gets us views.
I'm from Brownstone, Brooklyn. I am scary.
I will do a lot for 2K. I will do a lot.
2K, dude. That's $70 if you're about
Pringles ass. 2K24. EA Sports. It's in the ass.
It's in my ass.
Gross. Anyway, though. Seriously, pony up the cash. I'll do it. I don't care.
John Madden's anal football game.
We're gonna see. He's got it. He was riding on the right side. It's a little bit looser already, and he was able to angle it in there for you. Can see that right here. Just circle that on the screen.
Aaron, what was it your college roommate said after seeing one of my shits in the toilet?
That ain't no virgin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They don't call it Dan Brown for fun. They call it Dan Brown for the work that I put in.
It's a pain.
It's not a name. It's a legacy.
It's a way of life.
Yeah. The sheer weight of
a legacy, honestly.
A legacy of Cain, Soul Reaver 2.
Legacy of pain, Ass Reaver 2.
Imagine the shit just tightly packed throughout your body for it to just immediately be ready, just like.
Yeah, man. It's like that all the time.
Man,
you shit constantly if you eat enough.
That's what they say. It's kind of like in Super Mario World 2 where you go to the bird's mouth and it just goes. Just goes all the way down, and then you go fight the egg monster, dude. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're fucking talking about.
That's your ass.
Disturbing game.
Super. Oh man. Yes, that's my asshole. That's what my butt did. Really, we are a show for the bros, and the ladies can be bros too.
Absolutely.
And anyone can be a bro for that matter. We're over here fucking the Doom Bucket, for God's sakes. That's all we've got left is this Doom Bucket.
That's all there is.
That's all we can have.
2 roses. It's like we're playing The Bachelor with the fucking Doom Bucket.
Only 2 of us get in at a time, and she's got to pick.
Can you imagine Love is Blind and like somehow you've managed as the Doom Bucket to just like desert holler your way through the pods and you get to the engagement. It's like, I can't wait to see my husband. And like this overly privileged middle 30s white lady is unveiled on one side. It's this male silhouette and draws. It's just the Doom Bucket.
And he's sitting there and he strokes. The first thing he does, he looks at both. And he looks and goes, "This is going to be the harsh decision."
I think I'm taking the bucket.
What if what if we use the Doom Bucket somehow, or maybe we create our own Doom Bucket? Is there a way for us to all shove our cocks in the Doom Bucket and have it like freeze? That way it's like the splayed out other side is frozen.
Not without us never talking to each other.
But then people could guess whose cock is what based on Doom Bucket cock print. Like,
we're going to play that song again if we get careful with this Doom Bucket.
I'm afraid you're best sound ever.
I do like this idea of the Doom Bucket and like a beautiful, young lady has all of her shit together. Comes from she's a great lady. It's just I really love you, and I really think we could do something together. Yeah, I think we could do something together too. I just don't know. I mean, I just feel like there's just so much passion between us. Be the chick, Aaron. There's just so much passion between us.
There seems to be. I think you're pretty special.
Dune Bucket.
Where did you come from, Dune Bucket?
What am I going to do with you, Dune Bucket? I'm a woman.
Oh my god.
Your irresistible sirens call.
Let's support Dune Bucket for the second episode.
What's
This
it
can't be
doing?
our only bet.
It's its own character in one episode.
What's it doing for the women, though?
Absolutely nothing. He can give a fuck less, dude. Dune Bucket's for the boys. Hey, no.
The Dune Bucket is for the
Oh, wait,
boys.
hold on. Pause it. All right, we're gonna finish this bit with this. After a lot of deliberation, Melissa, I know that you said it was gonna be hard. I just didn't think it was gonna be this hard.
We can do better.
Hey, we
It can change.
We can't do better. We can't do better. I'm fucking sick. Melissa, I have to let you go.
But
Please. I'm in love with Dune Bucket.
Thank you, Dune Bucket.
Credits roll.
Man, this is way better than 1984.
We've got about another 40 episodes worth of using the Dune.
You gotta stop.
Boy, did. I'm going to burn that thing. It's ran its course.
Never. Y'all like a month on
Oh, man.
Dune Bucket.
I'm telling you right now, I put my penis in a lot of things as a young child.
Yeah, you better not leave me alone with this bucket. Second, you turn your fucking back.
That's probably better than your mom's couch, you know? I mean,
Don't talk about my first girlfriend.
Oh, you mean
Your mom's couch, not my mom's. I wouldn't have that kind of disrespect.
Oh yeah, fuck my mom's couch. No, fuck your mom's couch.
Yeah, dude.
Nice.
New Call of Duty insult. Fuck your mom's couch.
You know, we've done this a time or two. I feel like we should end it like this. How about unless you guys do have any extra
God, no,
bits?
kill it.
Send it to hell. It's
All
done.
right, time for the hate of the week. This week I have one thing specifically that has upset me. Now I need you to tell me, and maybe this should be how this, because we're kind of working on this. Because Aaron, we kind of discussed this a little bit. But you two should vote whether I'm in the right or I'm in the wrong. Okay?
Okay.
So I will give you my hate of the week, and you'll say, Casey, you were vindicated in your righteous anger.
Okay.
Or Casey, this is another scenario where you have blind rage to no one.
and
It has to be something.
we're, I think, a pretty good share of the spectrum here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of us on it.
So hate of the week. I'm talking to you, Charter Spectrum.
Yes, bring the hate.
Vindicated.
Already vindicated.
Yeah.
So I only have regular internet. I don't have like the premium op. I just have basic internet. No phone, no cable, no nothing. My bill for 2 years has been $80.99. Okay? Over the past year, my bill has increased to a whopping $91.99.
Fuck those motherfuckers.
And guys, $10 is $10, but fuck you. Nothing's changed. So I called customer service. I said, "What would Aaron do?"
So you called the health department on Charter Spectrum.
Yeah, they're Charter Spectrum.
I had the strip cocktail at the Charter
The health department shows up at Charter and they're like, "We're here to test your food temp." You're like, "Well, the break room's in the back."
No mercy.
Yeah, you've had a sandwich in here for 2 weeks. We're shutting you down.
Yeah, this cable internet's a temperature. I don't know what to tell you.
It's actually running a little hot.
A little bit more.
So I called customer service and I was like, maybe I can swing for the fences here. Again, I did think of you. I should have called you and got tips. And I said, "Hey, I understand that prices can increase, but I have had no reason as to why or anything like that. And I've been with you guys for like 6 years now, and I've gained nothing from the service
I didn't agree to this.
except for I didn't exactly say that, but she's like, "Well, you're not under a contract." It's like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Well, you're not under a contract, so you know where the door is you can fucking split?
Yeah.
Damn, they got a lot
shitting me?
ballsier.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely like, so I said, is there any kind of like, can you tell me why my price is increasing? She goes, oh, well, our Wi-Fi has been bought by another company, and then that was a price increase. And I was like, that means nothing to me. Why they increased the second time? She goes, well, then that was bought by another company, so we increased the price again. And I said, and that's fine. And she goes, well, we do tell you these things. I said, how? She goes, well, you go to the news tab on your app on your phone. I said, ma'am, I'm never going to read the charter news.
Ma'am, I have much more important things.
And
to
she
be
said,
doing.
but she was like, but the information is there.
Oh,
And
bitch,
also,
no, you don't.
and then she was like, also, if you read the bill, there's information on that, maybe explaining some charges as well. Now, and again, I was like, ma'am, I don't care about what news is happening in charter. My bill keeps increasing for no reason. You have told me no reason. And then I said, and I did this move. I said this phrase that made me like, I said, I have been with you guys for a very long time. I have been a what? A
loyal
Okay.
loyal bitch.
I was going
Got
that I
it.
paid good money.
Oh, that's a good one too.
My money's fine.
Mine always is, I have your address. I know where your children go to school.
And I said, I've been a loyal customer to you guys for so long. And again, I have nothing to show for it except for the same slow internet service and a higher bill.
Sad slow service.
And I said, and I was like, I will just go somewhere else. And then that's when she said, well, you're not under contract, so you can do that. And I was like, God damn. They don't give a fuck
So it
at the Spectrum, so I'm about to try fucking Ringo telephone.
Let me,
They'll offer you something better once you
Bail.
That's what I was going to tell
I
you.
show them that I'm fucking serious.
So-
and start to dip.
I
Find
recently,
love off the spectrum.
right.
Do
So-
what?
I hope you find love off the spectrum.
Yes. Nice. TR points.
TR points. TR wins the episode.
Yes, TR was the episode. I have a quick story that goes along with that.
Okay.
So, Windstream recently came up our road, and I switched to Windstream, and I called Spectrum to cancel my service. And, with Spectrum, it's like, would you like to wait 7.5 hours? Or we'll just call you back. And I was like, yeah, whatever. And I left a note that the reason in the voicemail was like, hey, I've got other cable service through Windstream. I'm needing to just disconnect my service to Spectrum. And within 45 minutes, I get a call from a guy out in like Houston, Texas. He's like, my dog, it's Friday. You're my first call of the day. What's going on? I was like, well, I hate to ruin you fucking Friday, but I'm canceling my shit. And he's like, man, I hate to hear that, dude. What did it? And I was like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, Windstream showed up my door. They offered me $10 less a month, which is kind of But here's what they did offer. They were throwing out $200 fucking Visa gift card. They were offering me higher speed internet. And honestly, they're just competition. Spectrum's all I had up until that point out here in Rocky Face. And just having someone else made me want to switch to someone else because I didn't like the idea of them being the only choice I fucking had. So as soon as the Windstream rep was like, yeah, you've got new internet here, cool, sign me up. Fucking sign me up. I don't care what you're offering. I don't really care if it's cheaper. I just want somebody. I don't want to be beholden just to Spectrum. And I called Spectrum and told them, I said, their marketing is on point. Said a month ago they were giving out free Xbox Series X. They're basically coming to millennials like, yo, bro, would you like an Xbox and $200 fucking in V-Bucks? And be like, shit, yeah, dude. Like, they know how to market. They're knocking on doors, which I wouldn't recommend on 201. But they're talking to people. And that's what I told them. I said, you guys aren't doing anything other than being the only show in town. And I'm not here for that. Somebody showed up with a better offer that was slightly cheaper and they worked for my fucking money. I'm going to give it to him. He's like, let me see what I can do. And so he called me back. He's like, all right, I probably should have been able to do this. I was like, hey, I'm in sales too. Don't waste your time.
We all know you're lying.
Don't waste your fucking
I'm in
time.
sales too, brother.
You could have done this.
Shaking hands across the phone. Hey.
But I just hate being sold to sometimes like that. It's like, yeah, man.
Well, then you guys both know, because I know this too now in the job that I have. The whole time she was telling me this about, like, well, the price adjustments. I'm like, yeah, I know. Every single year I have to nail people with money prices too.
Yeah.
And I have to sit there and do a fucking, like, well, this is.
It's on the Centos News website.
Yeah, name, company redacted.
Oh, fine, God damn it, baby. No one listens to our show.
This is the only way I have money.
No one listens to our show.
I'm surprised that both you city fucking boys talking about your corporate goddamn internet. If it's good enough for the aliens, it's good enough for me. Dalton Utilities is fast as
Nope.
hell and cheap. Support local, y'all.
You know Dalton Utilities on 201.
I think I am going to switch to.
Dalton Utilities has literally been banging. I had Charter for years.
No.
They fucking suck.
They do
fuck
suck.
shit up every quarter. They'd fuck up my. They had just, I don't know. They had insane excuses. But Dalton Utilities has done nothing but run just crystal fucking clear for 3+ years now.
No, CIA shell company. Point is,
And they're not. God,
There's aliens in the
they're in bed with the
now
reptilians.
Charter, Spectrum, and Windstream.
Also in bed with
Those are
reptilians.
entities I can
But
trust.
my episode's coming up next, so we're going to save it. So here's the thing. Long story short, first offer was to take my $70 a month bill and increase it by another $70 and give me 3 phones that I don't need. That didn't work. I was like, so your answer to my bill being lowered by another company is to increase my bill and give me cell phones that I don't need.
Yeah.
Try again. So then he comes back with a fucking $40 a month bill. And I was like, that's impressive, dog. I like where your head's at. Windstream does set their shit up. And I'm getting a $200 Visa gift card I can spend on stupid shit. Say hello, Raid Shadow Legends. Hello. I'd like to buy all of your Shadow Legends, please. Yes, thank you.
I like
Yeah, suck it. Suck it, Windstream.
James knows the way. Dalton Utility is the way. Sketch creation, but whatever. Yeah.
Thank you, James. Reptilian Overlords. Thank you.
We, I believe, will be switching to Ringgold's version of Dalton.
Call-
It's called
Yeah.
Ringgold Telephone Company. They have gig internet locally, and
Call-
it's also part of like the Chattanooga Bundle.
When you call Spectrum
Oh.
to cancel, go ahead and get whoever set up. When you call Spectrum to cancel, somebody from retention will call you and try to suck your dick to get you to stay, and see if they can't put up something better. They'll try.
I
But-
just the
They'll try.
moment she said, "Well, you're not."
Oh no, I feel you. You're justified. That shit would have flew all over me, dog.
Oh, okay, cool. So I know I don't mean shit, but now you're literally just saying that I don't.
Oh,
mean
yeah.
shit.
It's like, I'm gone now.
Yeah, it's definitely on their script.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They did the exact same thing with me. And then I said, well, I told you that my internet speeds have never been what you told me.
Yeah.
And then she said, hang on, and transferred me to someone. And they said, oh, we see that the modem that you've been using for 5 years is not capable of
Of the internet,
giving
you've
you
been
the
paying.
speeds
The
that
one
you're
you gave
paying
me.
for.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're willing to drop the price by $20 a month and give you this modem. And I said, okay, now I wasn't upset. Now I'm actually upset.
You've
and
been
I'm
fucking.
so glad that I'm leaving you.
Oh,
You're going to retroactively pay me for the 5 years
Damn,
that I've been
man,
sucking ass.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, Spectrum's
Yeah.
fucking dog shit.
All right.
Yeah.
And
So,
to end
yes,
this episode,
Windstream.
Villain and enemy of the show,
Yeah, Windstream.
Spectrum Internet.
and
Windstream.
I switched to Windstream, whatever he did.
See, I don't think Windstream's out in Ringgold. It might be, but Ringgold Telephone Company has the same internet, if not faster, for at least 80.
I feel like Windstream's going to break down. Like one day that Buick LeSabre of a fucking satellite
Yes.
up there is just going to
Yes.
put out.
Yes.
It's going to be
But
over.
then, at that point, you've been away from Spectrum for 6 months. So you get the new
you go back at the original
You
price,
bounce every 6 months, and you get those new user contracts. That's
even
usually-
though you're not under contract. But yet
Boom,
somehow they
boom,
want to
boom,
remember the day
boom,
that you
boom.
fucking joined. As if it fucking mattered if you're not under a contract.
Just like 9/11.
Charter Spectrum, you're full of shit. Talking Hogs at everything. talkinghogspodcast at gmail.com. The only place where you can email us is on the Talking Hogs Podcast Gmail. Hot sauce if you want sauce. If you want sauce, you can bot sauce at fucking atlburns.com. Fucking promo code Hogs15 at checkout. Love you guys. I gotta go pick up my children.
Again?
Yeah.
Every day with them kids. Feed them, bathe them every day.
And I love them just as much.
I
Not. And
Bye-bye.
good hog.
Good hogging.